Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video I wanted to do a comparison between the Kuretake 12 color watercolor palette and the Winsor and Newton half pan studio set with 45 half pans. So I've had the Winsor and Newton for quite a while, as you can see, and I recently purchased the Kuretake one, and I did some swatches before doing an actual painting to see how the colors look, to have an overall view of them, and to find the 12 colors from the Kuretake in the Winsor and Newton palette. So price wise, the Winsor and Newton one retails for $34 plus shipping on Amazon, while the Kuretake one is about $13 or $14 plus shipping. Now keep in mind that you do get 45 colors in the Winsor and Newton one and only 12 in the Kuretake, so I won't be assessing this aspect in particular. But as you can see, the Winsor and Newton ones are really small compared to the Kuretake ones, but I've had them for a really long time and I can say that the colors will last you even though they are really small. So as I said before, I did the swatches and I found each color from the Kuretake one in the Winsor and Newton one, and I decided to play around and do some swatches before doing the painting. So I wanted to test out the wet on wet blending, as you will see here. They're pretty similar. I just mixed in a green and a blue with loads of water. I also did a very pigmented swatch to see which one is more pigmented, so I think the Kuretake one is definitely more pigmented in a one color swatch. And then I also did some pigment blending using less water than on the wet and on wet blending. I think they blend together very similarly. I don't see much of a difference. Perhaps the Kuretake ones blend better. And I also did a layering of colors to see how they go on top of each other if one layer is dry. So I did two sketches, similar sketches. I just traced them out with some tracing paper of a plant, and you can see them side by side how they perform. Now my approach to painting is not the same always, so you will see that I don't paint by numbers or stuff like that. I just go with the flow, but I think it's good to have them side by side and see how the colors react with water and how you can blend them in an actual painting, not just swatches. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this kind of video, and make sure you stay until the end of the video where I put down my final thoughts on these two palettes. Overall, I think they're both really great quality. It depends on what you're looking for. The Winsor and Newton one offers a broader variety of colors, and of course you can always mix the Kuretake ones. The only disadvantage in the palette is that you don't get the mixing palette, so you'll have to buy that separately, whereas the Winsor and Newton comes with two mixing palettes, so that's a plus for the Winsor and Newton one. And I do think that the Kuretake ones are much more pigmented, actually, as you will see with the final drawings. And yeah, so let me know what your thoughts on these palettes are if you've tried them, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!